What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to J. Cool.
Chamber signs in the visitor's book, and then he's going to walk down together with the speaker to the chamber. And then the address that everybody has been eagerly waiting for is going to happen.
Claudette, it seems the president is about to arrive. We can see the motorcade using the presidential gate. Those are the pictures of the presidential motorcade signifying that he's arriving inside the parliament buildings anytime from now.
So all that you're seeing on your screen was actually rehearsed. The rehearsals actually did start on a Monday. They went all the way up to Wednesday. So whatever you're seeing has been properly, rehearsed, done. And today it's actually, taking shape.
Exactly. Very well coordinated.
Absolutely.
It looks simple when they are rehearsing, but it is so much work actually. You can see the way everything is coordinated, everything is in place.
Actually, when they are rehearsing, you'd think it's the actual, event, taking place, but it's just a rehearsal. So it was intensive rehearsal of 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and finally today, here we are.
There are the horses, of course. They add color to the motorcade.
And of course, they're talking about color. You see our beautiful flag. Flags. There are quite a number of them. Green, the beautiful colors that we have on our, our national flag. They're also adding color. Not forgetting, they've actually dressed their horses, with the Zambian flag.
Exactly.
That is beautiful. And so, talking about color, the traditional dancers are also dressed in colorful attires. I'm sure you'll be able to see them in a short while ago.
There you can see the president with the presidential flag on his car, arriving right here at our parliament buildings, accompanied by those colorful horses.
I must mention that the president is accompanied by the First Lady, that's Mrs. Mutinta Hichilema. And any time from now, we'll see the president actually disembark from the vehicle.
So also to mention that in the president's procession, there's the First Lady, of course, as you mentioned earlier. I should be accompanied by her Social Secretary, Ms. B. Monga. And we also have the President coming to address the House, accompanied by his aide-de-camp, Mr. Shapa. We also have the service chiefs. We have the Commander of the Zambia Air Force, Lieutenant General OMA Nyoni. We also have Lieutenant General GC Zere, Commander of the Zambia Army, and Mr. Jim Samba, Inspector General of Zambia Police. We also have Lieutenant General N. Solochi, Commander of the Zambia National Service, and also Mr. FSS Chirukudu, Commissioner General of the Zambia Correctional Service. There we are. As you can see, the motorcade has just stopped, waiting for the president to come out of the vehicle anytime from now, accompanied by the First Lady, Mutinta Hichilema.
And so there they are. That's the Republican president greeting the service chiefs, and he's accompanied by Mrs. Mutinta, Hichilema. They have now touched parliament buildings in readiness for the presidential address that's going to be happening at 10:30, as indicated by Her Honor, the Vice President.
Any time from now, the president is going to inspect the guard of honor. And Claudette, the moment you dread is about to come, the 21 gun salutes.
All right, so this president is going to take the, proceed to the saluting dais, where he's going to be accorded the presidential salute. The presidential standard is going to be broken, and the 21 gun salute will be fired by the salute troop of the Zambia Army itinerary At the same time, there's going to be a fly past by the Zambia Air Force. And that's always a marvel to watch, Pauline.
Exactly, it is. It's the same every year, but you never get tired of watching.
Absolutely, because it's colorful and the way it's done, it's just, you know, always beautiful to look at.
And this year, the horses, I've never seen them being dressed like that.
I was thinking the same. I was like, maybe am I just thinking like I don't pay attention, but I think today it's the first time that the horses have been dressed with the national flag.
Mr. President, the President of the Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force, Guard of Honor, mounted by 2nd Infantry Battalion of 1 Infantry Brigade of the Zambia Army, all present and ready for your inspection, Mr. President. Sir.
president is being accompanied by the aide-de-camp as he inspects the guard of honor mounted by the 2nd Infantry Battalion of the Zambia Army.
Mr. President, when inspection is over, permission to carry on, Mr. President. Sir. Sir.
President Mr. Hichilema just after inspecting the guard of honor. Second presidential salute.
Mr. President, the President of the Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force, permission for the Guard of Honor to march past in column of route and fly past Mr. President. Sir. Sir. Guard of Honor who march past.
This marks the ceremonial opening of the 5th session of the 13th National Assembly, and we can confirm
First Lady, this is Mutinta, and the Speaker's procession is led by the Sergeant at Arms, headed towards the chamber, the Speaker's chambers actually, where the President is expected to sign the parliamentary visitor's book before he goes into the House to address the nation through Parliament.
And so the Right Honourable Madam Speaker and the President there are being accompanied by, traditional royal drums, and thereafter they will proceed to the Speaker's chambers, where the President is expected to sign the Speaker's parliamentary visitors, book. So there they are, being led by the Sergeant at Arms, and if you were to look closely, there's actually a gentleman who's saying something, Pauline?
Exactly. he is saying something from the traditional performances that are here, and they are acknowledging the presence of His Excellency the President coming to the National Assembly, and
welcoming him, actually.
Yes,
welcoming him, like
yes.
Something like that.
Yes, we are welcoming you. Actually, it is interesting to note that actually they are using all the major languages. Like what you had mentioned earlier, that all provinces are actually represented. So those pronouncements are in all the major languages, welcoming the President to the National Assembly in all the major languages of Zambia.
Interesting. And so there you have it, the President, the Speaker of the National Assembly being led by the Sergeant at Arms, and they'll soon be making their way to this Speaker's chambers. Thereafter, we do expect the President to address the nation. Much anticipated, address that almost everybody is looking forward to. So this is all happening here at Parliament buildings. Beautiful aesthetic scenario there, Pauline.
Exactly. All the performances have been done to acknowledge the President, and the President has also acknowledged the traditional performances that have taken place here. And just there at the entrance, there's also one royal salute that is done by the Zambia dance troupe to acknowledge his arrival at Parliament buildings. So the President is accompanied by the service chiefs. We have the Zambia Army, the Zambia Air Force. We also have the Zambia Correctional Service. We have the Zambia National Service and the Zambia Army. So they have accompanied the President as he arrives here at Parliament buildings into the House.
I actually saw our choir doing some performance when I was coming through, and I'm sure the President is going to meet them or just hear what they have to sing about. And usually their songs have to do with unity, unifying the nation, one Zambia, one nation. I don't know if he has met them yet, but I'm sure he's yet to meet our newly formed National Assembly of Zambia choir.
He normally takes time to acknowledge also. And one interesting thing, he does acknowledge each and every group, He may not stop there for a long time, but at least he acknowledges their presence. I'm sure he did that before going upstairs.
Okay, so they're actually making their way to the Speaker's chambers, and there he is greeting everybody by way of waving his hands. That's his tradition, actually.
Yes,
he loves to wave his he loves to wave his hand, and so any time from now he's going to be in the chamber, and we'll be ready to hear what he has to say as he officially opens the 5th session of the 13th National Assembly. And those are the live pictures from the chamber. Members of Parliament were actually urged to stay in their seats, and the invited guests, as they wait for the President to walk through to the chamber. And that's exactly what they are doing. They are seated, of course, chatting, and catching up on one or two issues as they wait for the address.
Exactly, that is what is going on right here at Parliament buildings as the President comes to open the 5th session of the 13th National Assembly. And also to note that this is the final year of the 13th National Assembly. Next year, Zambia goes to the polls, and the Parliament then will be the 14th National Assembly. So this is the last year of the 13th National Assembly.
Interesting. So earlier on we did say that last year the President, during the 4th session of the 13th National Assembly, did address the nation under the theme enhancing national resilience, sustaining socio-economic gains in the face of adverse effects of climate change. This time around, we are looking forward to see what the theme for this year is going to be. So last year, the President's address was delivered at a time when the country was going through a very, challenging period, and that was in view of the severe drought that we experienced, and this was actually caused by El Nino weather conditions. But thank God, Pauline, we did have good rains after that dry spell, and a bumper harvest.
Exactly. The President did talk about...
Thanks for tuning in to JQ News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on tech, politics, and everything in between. Until next time, stay cool.